Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex, and when we last left off, we finally left Paris behind, and this time for good, I'm hoping. And it was a very frustrating mission, wasn't it, right? Okay, and otherwise we have some problems in Vanderburg as well, at least in the secret facility, whatever they have here. And I would suppose that Gary Savage, leading this X-51 Splinter faction, is the same guy we saw in the Missing DLC by chance. Even though back then he seemed to be on board with Pop Page's big plan, I guess. Well, of course, a couple of decades have passed since then, so maybe things have changed along the way, who knows, but hopefully we can also learn something of interest back here. And interestingly enough, I no longer have the cheating penalty here in my save file. Interesting. Regardless, we have to, of course, override one additional security panel here someplace. Yeah, in the other wing of this building, presumably. So how many charges do we have remaining on that robot? 2 only. Then we better keep them here right now, right? Okay, so, fantastic. What else can I say? Frankly, it was very frustrating here as well, wasn't it? Alright, so we have what available, because I'm not a heavy weapons operator, and this thing isn't guided, so I have to be right in front of a robot to actually shoot it, you know? Yeah, evidently it will, right? Okay, otherwise we seem to be relatively well equipped and, yeah, notwithstanding the crippling shortage of ammo, of course, and other battle supplies. There is someone back here, right? Just noticed that. Can we just knock on the door? There's no way I can spend for lockpicks here. Or for multi-tools alternatively. Well, if we find the keypad combination someplace, I'm sure this will come in handy. Yeah, as you can see, it drained tons of energy, almost half of our supplies, so next time around we have to just deal with the turrets and hope that we can deactivate them someplace. I mean, I'm not certain about this. Okay, there she is, and we have a couple of friends waiting for us. We already checked out this computer. I believe the cameras are now offline, thankfully. Two Supermen standing right outside the door. And we have plenty of lockers that are inaccessible because they require a ridiculous amount of yeah, lockpicks here for us. What is that? Answering machine. Okay, whatever. It's quiet, you say? I suppose we can turn up the heat a little bit once in a while. I don't think we're going to learn too many interesting pieces of information up here, but you never know, right? It's just a general purpose computer, and there we go, it's just the same email as before, and the only user account incidentally. Okay, I do believe we have one gas grenade, actually 2 gas grenades remaining. Maybe we can try it out on these people over there. Are we looking into the room, or is it another mirror? I'm not so sure. Great. Okay, 2 Supermen and a robot, fantastic. Are we looking into a mirror? I think we may, right? I think we are, actually. Okay, goody. The guy over here is also knocked out, I think. At a mirror? It's confusing, isn't it? Hello there, lady. Next time around, don't run for the laser tripwire. Thank you very much.
A lot of troops up this way?
I don't know. They had me locked up until a minute ago. My assistant's still being held
this guy,
somewhere.
of course.
I don't think I've come across him.
Actually, we did,
If you want to
JC.
look for troops, you should log into the security network. The username is command, and the password is Zebra42.
Not a bad idea.
Alrighty, we only saw one security panel, and this one we were able to bypass, so that could be useless information, frankly, to us, right? Yeah, I think we already did that, but we hacked into the security terminal, thankfully. Okay, whatever. I only saw one panel, so it must be the one they were talking about in this flooded room, I think. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting insta-poisoned yet again. I don't think I can sneak in here. It's 69 feet, whatever that means in meters, I have no idea. And we do have some gas grenades. They could work on these people, but I'm not so convinced. And if the bullet starts flying, then of course these people will come through the front door, I think, as well, because evidently it's unlocked. Huh? Of course it is. I do have some demolitions training, which means these grenades should actually find their target. We cannot go up here wide by chance. No ventilation shaft or anything in between as far as we can tell. And I cannot go past the laser tripwire once again because we're out of bioenergy and we haven't found anything, although we could probably use the vending machine for that. I think they will see me, that seems pretty likely if you ask my opinion. But now's the opportunity to try some crowd control stuff maybe. Although I wouldn't call this reliable in the truest sense of the word. Then we do what exactly? Because we have to follow up with something, don't we? Because they will only be stunned, I believe. Not entirely. Something like that. I don't want to risk forward with my knife because I suffer from environmental dangers, don't I? Okay, is it the only free tools in the room? It may not be the case because we don't know. TNT crate? Oh, of course, yeah. Come to think of it, they could fire back, of course, and that's actually the security system on the other side, huh? Hopefully it's not too noisy, right? I don't want to be next to the TNT crate for understandable reasons. Yeah, we already did that, didn't we? And unlike the Let's Play I'm watching, once again as a reminder, we cannot turn the turrets against their masters. Maybe it's disabled in this version, who knows? But these turrets cannot shoot us. Although it's only in the combat area, right? So that means the turrets down there with the laser tripwire can still shoot me, of course. Of course they can. I mean, I don't have the greatest optimism here, as you can tell, evidently.
Company.
Completely and utterly ineffective, I see. Oh, what a disaster already here, isn't that lovely? What is that shit here? What? So I'm dead essentially right. Yeah. Okay, so gas grenade didn't work whatsoever. And what was this guy's ability? What was the fucking... What was that? What in the actual heck? I mean...
2 months and I make commando.
We've barely played for, what, 10 minutes and the game has already made me completely speechless. I mean, what? Like, how? These gas grenades are completely useless then? What is this guy? What is this fucking dude back here? Why do they have these magical abilities every single time? Oh yeah, sure. What is that? I cannot damage him.
Anyone else hungry?
What? They have perfect protection against everything? Is it serious? Apparently they're quite serious with that. Are you kidding me with this? Why does the door fucking close automatically behind me, even though these people have no way to actually access the door? Okay. I mean, what in the actual heck is going on already here in this game? Once again, I have to ask that question. They're dialing up the difficulty notches and notches and notches and notches every single time we do even the slightest bit. It's ridiculous.
What the?
Fucking die! Fuck's sake, die, you goddamn fucking piece of shit! Okay, there we go. We didn't find anything because we know how it works around here. Oh, goodie. Okay, exactly what I thought. These people would of course come inside. what is this guy's deal? We never found anything like that before. They're completely impervious. Okay, do I have to whip out the lure and hope that it kills him first try, because you can sneak up on him. Grenades don't work. EMP grenades probably also don't work, so we have to use this notoriously unreliable thing because I'm a terrible heavy weapons operator, which means we can't use it against the robots outside. Well, goody then. Open that goddamn fucking door. I mean, that's my training here with the heavy weapon fight. Okay, what is this guy's deal? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem fair in the slightest. He can scoot over here with his magic abilities. Did you close the fucking door on me the last time here, lady, on the other side? Is that what happened there? Unbelievable. Okay, hopefully we can find our composer again. Of course there will be more friends in here. Of the cloaking variety, that's what I figured. And of course the rocket launcher makes a little bit of noise, doesn't it? And do we drop anything for me? Of course not. Yeah, that must be by design. This is not a coincidence. In this mission, we barely get any drops whatsoever, even from the human enemies. That wasn't the case previously. That's what I meant with dialing up the difficulty one notch after another. It's completely unreasonable, frankly. Including this guy's abilities. Absolutely bullshit, frankly. Roof control in main. How much more difficult can this campaign get here, really? Like, seriously? It's already pretty painful. Yeah, infinite everything, of course it would be. Okay. Of course, I know I had to have that fancy ability that allows me to look for their cloak, but I cannot maintain the energy angle in this version. It is impossible. Everything drains tons of energy. We could upgrade our abilities, but we cannot because we never have access to any augmentation upgrade canisters. Or if we do, we don't have a way to crack them open, right? Okay, hello there, friend, and goodbye. Of course, there was another fucking idiot back here with another insta-kill weapon in a sense. Because it poisons me for whatever reason. Speaking of which, how about that, you fucking idiot? Okay, quickly move inside here. Actually, yeah, what's over here? Oh, another robot, fantastic. But we could use this medical crate, I'm sure. Yeah, good thing we checked, right? Okay, we need to destroy 4 robots, and we also need to retrieve our plasma weapon, but one bit at a time, as the saying goes. Okay, then we just move forward and see what we can do here. Oh, hello. You ran away in terror, didn't you?
I'm perfectly okay.
Great, right? Okay, let me guess, it's infinite everything. 2 tools, we cannot spare that. But this is unlocked, surprisingly. I don't see any sparky stuff around here. At the bottom of this elevator shaft. Okay, that would unlock the door, presumably. And we also found another lamp here, which could also be useful. Okay, so the elevator, of course, is controlled from the other side. You should probably stay inside here, lady. And this must be the other panel we were interested in, right? Yeah, we do have the combination for this, I believe. And once again, what's with that map? It doesn't mean a goddamn thing, does it? So 5, 8, 6, 8. Hopefully it gives the people outside some trouble.
Bot security system has come online. All bots will have power.
Oh, of course I do. And where would I do that? Don't tell me any details here, man. It's completely unnecessary, I know. So, gas grenades next to useless. I think we used them exactly once when they actually worked. There was against some NSF terrorists at the very first mission of the game, I believe. But it was a long time, so I'm not quite certain about this. But I think it was the only time these things actually worked for us. But where are the bot doors? I don't know. I don't have the slightest idea, frankly. I guess we'll find it eventually. Then also raid the vending machine and then also get back to the medbot, right? There should be some supplies in that storage room, I'm hoping. It is something we can use. Elevator gives us roof access, presumably. Five bullets, huh? And ballistic armor, which could come in handy, wouldn't you think? At least once in a while. Control center with a lady standing outside. Must be Doc Titan, I presume. And this controls the robot, right? Probably. What do you think?
You alright?
Where the hell are the bots? They're supposed to exterminate these...
Yeah, I know why. These not humans.
The defense system had to be activated with auxiliary power. But don't worry. The situation's under control.
Is it, though?
Except for the control room. This building has been totally overrun.
Maybe I can do something about that.
Be careful of our defense systems. MJ-12 reprogrammed them and locked our accounts. There's a back door, but I haven't been able to try it out.
Back door,
Log
wer
in
door?
command, password Zebra42.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, I don't think we have the code for that. Nope, of course not. A back door, they say. What is going on? Okay, oh, TNT crate. You probably shouldn't be standing... Oh. Well, it is infinite strength, everything, so we're not using that here, I think. But we should probably move it out of the way. And use it someplace else by chance. You can use the elevator, right? And crates to fit in the elevator. Thanks for that game. Or more precisely, game developers.
Whoever's out there, give yourself up. Hello? That's him. Serious.
Of course, I open the fucking door. What do I have waiting back here? 2 people. Woo, let me guess. Don't drop anything for us. Yeah, it's just... utter ridiculous nonsense here, frankly. Okay, so I suppose one of those areas will lead into the control room. Probably. Wow, AP ammo for a pistol. Amazing. Right, there should be full magazine. And for armor piercing, we have 5 bullets now. Make that 6, maybe. Okay, goodie. Of course, there will be some people standing here, and the turret is suspended from the ceiling. Thankfully, they are unable to press the button, but now my turret has been crippled yet again, even though I barely got back from the medical robot. Even better. Of course, the doors are all hinged on the wrong side. What else would happen? Okay, another turret, another security terminal. Another camera, of course. It will activate all the turrets in the entirety of the complex, unsurprisingly. Okay, do we have other turrets up here? Hopefully not. So far, the game has informed me a single bonus recording session, not a single one. Why do we want to crack this open? For what purpose whatsoever? What is behind there? It doesn't even look like an interactable panel, frankly. So, is this the elevator, yeah, cabin we are seeing back here? In which case, what's the purpose of doing that? I'm not sure. So, this is that engine I see already. So, we have to do what exactly? There's no crate because I already destroyed it, didn't I? Foolishly. The camera has a rating of 55. You could use a lamp, I guess, but these are also super rare, so I cannot justify that in any sense of the word. doesn't stop when we're doing this as a reminder. Okay, die Uni-Kamera und die Uni-Turret controlled by this, so the other turrets, they are on a different circuit, unsurprisingly. Oh, that's what I figured. They certainly don't make it easy, but... I've noticed that in Give Me Deus Ex they also placed additional mines that weren't there in the original release of the game. Especially around blind corners and things of that nature, and also complete darkness where you can barely see them. Ah, okay, that's where we spawned in, right, I think. Probably, because I do recognize some shit I left behind, so this was all for nothing. Buckshot is completely useless against these people, and Saburons also don't work against the Superman, apparently. The Apex agent, the same. So we looped around, so how are we getting into the command center, because otherwise the robots are not going to buzz around here. And apparently we have to destroy all of them somehow, but I can't make this happen because there's no ordnance. I had to use the law against an ordinary human being, apparently. Even if we retrieve our plasma rifle, it doesn't take care of these absolute monsters. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. And coming through here was a complete waste then. Let's see. It wasn't that great. Yeah, that is the elevator shaft. Okay, don't think so weit. Nope, no hedge up here, unfortunately so. I think the command center is on the second story. Isn't it? I think it may be. This place is certainly confusing, right? Okay, by the way, as a reminder, there's only so much in these vending machines. But we have no choice. It's empty already. Okay, no, JC. We can shoot ourselves later. Of course, they don't actually heal us, right? And so, as you can see, it's barely enough to do anything. I think that may be enough for a one big detour through the laser tripwire, but only once, I think. Yeah, 2 health points, really. Okay, then I guess we have to do it. There are some crates around here that do not go boom on us, so maybe we move them into the elevator. I think we can make this happen. How many do we need? I'm not sure. A big one and a couple of smaller ones, but I guess it could be useful, because otherwise we need to spend a lockpick, which I cannot justify, because when was the last time we picked up a lockpick? Think about it. I guess I will try this first. I pressed against the turret, aren't we? Something like that. What's the rating on the thing anyhow? 60. Oh, so we can make it happen after all. Amazing. This is the reset button here for the lockdown, I'm hoping. Maybe? Oh. What would this achieve? I have no idea, but don't take off my head, please. Maybe. Is the override disabled now? Because what else is the purpose of doing that here? Like, whatsoever? Just for the exploration bonus? That's insulting, almost. I would think it's quite insulting. I'm missing something obvious at the game, but there's no other button, right? Why would we reset the elevator and why is nothing else happening? Because this thing is still Loctite, isn't it? Right? Yeah. I guess then we have to talk to the researcher and hope that the storage closet also has some interesting items for us, right? Okay, at least that works for a change. Hello there, researcher. Whoever you are, do you have any information, please? That would be great.
I give up.
Calm down. I'm here to help. What can you tell me about the attack?
They took over the building. We're finished.
Anything specific?
Yeah.
I'm heading to the command center.
But
I
how
don't
did we
want
open
any
it?
surprises.
If I was you, I'd go through the tunnels. You could use the security system to see if the coast is clear. The login's Tunnel 01. The password's Omega 2A.
Any troops down there?
Well, I heard them talking. They don't want to get caught from behind, so they left a few spider
No.
bites down
No,
there.
no.
Guess what?
No.
I found an EMP grenade in the storage closet. You can have it if you think you might go down there.
Sure.
Be careful with that thing.
Estimate suit, goodie. I think these two stacks surprisingly. I guess then we keep the robot in reserve for now, the medical robot, right? Okay, Thanos, telling us about spider bots. As a reminder, these things are insecure for the most part, for us at least. So, Thanos, do we even know where the Thanos entry is? Did you tell us by chance? I don't think so, right?
I'm staying right here.
You are free to do that, sir. Thanos entry, really? How do we get into the command center from the Thanos? How does it make sense? I mean, we can only come here once more because of the energy constraints, because we also raided the vending machines already. So Thanos, I didn't see the hatch anywhere. I mean, what? Okay, then we have to go across the court, apparently. Do I want to use the medport right now? I think we probably should, right? Start afresh here with full health, yeah. Sheet here, so to speak, because we're a terrible ship, unsurprisingly. Because everyone around here is like ridiculously beefy, no matter what. So all of this was a waste for the most part, wasn't it? I would think. Oh, great. And then we're out of bioenergy almost completely. There certainly wasn't any Thanos access back here. Would have noticed, I presume. Why would the Thanos lead into the command center? Doesn't make any sense. Not the slightest. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, this is probably not the right key, right? No, of course not. What's even inside here? I see a hatch of some type. And a nondescript crate, which probably doesn't do what we want it to do anyhow. Okay, then, goodie. So we have no ordnance whatsoever, so next stop will be that, yeah, security bay, whatever it may be. Okay, one robot is on patrol, we already saw him. Whatever, there it is, of course. It's the smaller variety, but even that is impervious to our weapons fire anyway. Yeah, what can I say? We cannot do anything but wait. And then run into the second robot on the other side. Okay, is he coming all the way over here apparently, so slowly but evidently it is happening. It just takes some time. Okay, now he's moving back, so it doesn't come all the way around the corner. That's something. And we have to destroy all of these robots as a reminder. We can't make this happen. It's impossible. We don't have the ordnance to at least destroy one of those things, let alone 4 of them. It just ain't happening. Of course, they don't care about the noise, so they just run here. We have some waste barrels back here. They seem to be flammable, but of course at this stage of the campaign, even the average lagoon is hardened against the flammable liquid, so this is no point to that. So what do we have over here? Except for another robot, of course, which we cannot see right now. There's a little bit of a depression. A little bit of a line of sight obstruction. No sewer access or anything, of course. Could be an entry point, in which case it's probably log type. We don't have anything but our lockpicks, of which we have... How many exactly? 4. So it's like one storage closet, I think, right? Is it even where they are storing these spots? Because no one told us. We're just guessing here. Yeah, we're guessing a little else. I don't think the bots would be in the communication center, wouldn't you think? Although, we don't know, of course. Loctite. Loctite, okay, so, goodie. What about the people back here with no clue? I can't even see anything because it's too dark. Alright, well, it's online now because we, I think we activated auxiliary power, didn't we? That could be the key here. Assume, of course, there aren't too many friends waiting for us, or turrets, or cameras, or there's some majestic fellows. Or some mines on the wall here someplace. These do look friendly. That's something. I'm not going for these crates here first try because the screws over. Again. Yeah, open the pod bay door someplace, they said. Now that that's a mechanic here of some type. Lockpick and the bioelectric cell we should probably use immediately. Even though it's like ridiculously low in terms of recharging. Yes, I know the abilities. You can use to upgrade that. But even then it wouldn't make much of a difference because they also adjusted the bonuses. I did see that in the Let's Play. Okay, I don't think we need these crates then after all. So general supply crate could contain what exactly? Tech cocos. I guess we have some spare room. Why not? These look about the same, and these are Chinese in design. Wow, rockets for rocket launcher we don't have. And the last time we saw rocket launcher was, I guess, if it was when we dropped it. I think it was the very last time we saw rocket launcher. I mean, we saw plenty of them being used against us, but as an item we could pick up. I think it was the very last time. Alright, so these are just, workbenches and whatever, right? But we have to hope that the robots are up to the task, because if they aren't, then, have fun with that, I guess. I mean, I cannot help out. They have to work on their own. Do we have to give them guidance as well? I should hope not. Would be nice if 2 of them could engage the enemy at the same time, wouldn't you think?
Enemy bot destroyed. 3 left.
Oh, goody. We made some progress. Don't stand too close because I don't want to get shot by the rockets, no? There's no guidance system, but I hope they control the entire perimeter. Eventually, but they will also take their own damage, of course. So, okay. There was another monstrosity over here someplace, and a smaller one, which I could take out on my own. Maybe. It's a big maybe though. Would require a miracle. Yeah, which one did they blast? I'm not sure. Okay, this smaller robot is stood around, so the larger ones have been blasted. I think it's a good idea. That's at least something. So now we carefully make our way over here without having to worry about military-grade robots right now. So the command center is still locked tight, so I guess we don't get in here like whatsoever.
Enemy down. One more bot, and the scientists can open
That's how it's supposed to work, but don't tell me actually, you know. Maybe I missed something very obvious, but don't think so. It just wasn't explained. Yeah, there's only one small robot remaining, and these cannot offer any resistance because they only have machine guns. Are we going to the front gate? Is there any purpose to that? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, they can see it, but they don't fire. Not sure what's up with that. I guess they don't have an angle, but they certainly had an angle when I was on the roof, you know. I see we have some problems with target acquisition. They seem to be locked in this battle. Yeah, that's cheap Chinese knockoffs, right? Probably something like that.
You won't find cover in the comm building. Base is locked down until the bots are destroyed.
Apparently lockdown doesn't lift until this robot has been blasted. How can I help out? Ah, there we go. Don't have to after all, which is good.
That's the last of them. The base is no longer under lockdown. Maybe someone in the communications building can put you in touch with Savage. I'm gonna leave you for a bit. Believe it or not, Tong's in California. He sounds like he's in trouble.
But he's not the only one, right? Okay. Warum wir right here, when the lockdown was lifted, which is good. I think we destroyed most of the majestic friends around here, which is good, right? Okay, hello there.
You saved our asses.
I need to talk to Gary Savage.
How does it look out there? We got those bots brand new from a guy in Hong Kong, but I guess we should
explain the
lock down
paint
the
shop.
power grid, huh?
I took care of the enemy bots, but there might be a few snipers left. Be careful.
I don't think so.
We think Dr. Savage and the others are in
Maybe
the
to
control
sue
room on the
us.
second floor of the command building, but communications are down. The person we sent to find them hasn't reported back. We gave him our key to the control room.
I'll check it out if you want. How do I get there?
The trapdoor in the back room goes down to the utility tunnels, which connect to the command building. We had to send someone that way because of the shooting. Maybe he didn't make it through the radiation. I don't know. He had no protection. The only hazard suits are in the command building itself.
So, are you telling me we have to go through the sewers, really?
That was quite a battle.
We have to play with these fucking, robots? Oh no. Oh, really, they're forcing us to do this, aren't they? Okay, but at least we have the hazmat suits in our inventory already, I believe. Don't we? Yeah, we didn't leave them behind, thankfully. So, this is how we're going to acquire the key, and it's the only way to acquire the key because the door is infinite everything. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. No, why would he do this to us? Why? We already heard about these spider bots. And they sound like multiples down below. Not just one. And one is a headache already, you know. I hope you don't mind, because we're desperate here. I think we took some damage by chance. No, actually we did heal ourselves fully. So good thing we don't have to backtrack to the command center right away. And it's one of those chapters again here for this book. Data Cube. Aha, oh, weil die dann, I'm not going to, weil die Data Lockers appear then. 5 lockpicks each? Sure. I'm not going to use alarm for this, by the way. Cannot be that important, at least I hope so. Let's just play some pinball to get our minds off things, right? Probably. Okay, in the area we could investigate some flares. I guess we have some room to spare. Finally, because we foolishly left the plasma weapon behind because it's too large right now. Apparently it's locked tight because of the security lockdown. Makes sense when you think about it. I'm not looking forward to this. Certainly not. First objective, don't fall down the ladder. I do hate these fucking bots already. Immediately. Disabled, huh?
JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, Daedalus, the Milnet computers should be near the control room on the second floor of the command building.
Yes, I know, right? We were unable to get inside, and of course these robots also blow up immediately when we destroy them. So EP let's as a reminder only disable devices and robots in this game. They don't damage them, like in the newer free titles, which was a good change in my opinion. This doesn't do anything against robots as you would think, and the same goes for all of our darts, so we have to hope for the best. There were a couple of people back here, they said as much. The Morons could be doing something. Do we have enough skill points to upgrade our rifleman training by chance? No, it's still off by almost 400 points. That's what I thought. I'm not quite sure if skill points are that hard to acquire in the original release of the game because I didn't pay that close attention, but still, it wouldn't surprise me if this was also nerfed, you know, when you think about it. At least we have one spider-bot already down. So let's just continue here very carefully, and how we're going to blast them actually with the rifle. Because the accuracy is terrible, but we cannot move up to affect them with our knife here. That would take too much damage, and this is corrosive stuff, which probably doesn't work against them anyway. I mean, what else can we use? It is only the assault rifle, right? We have 8 magazines plus 1 in the gun, so... What's our accuracy? We cannot see until we have a valid aperture, so cannot be too good at least. Oh yeah, okay, they use electricity as a weapon, I believe, like a little zapper, which can go through my armor here, no problem. Maybe we should put on the hazmat suit alternatively, because it does provide some protection against environmental hazards. I think it does. I cannot spare any bioenergy to use our ability under F9, unfortunately so, otherwise I may consider that. The hazmat suit only gives us 35 damage reduction, I believe, and we also have flipped off environmental training now. The problem is if this thing spots us, it will zap us relentlessly because it fires like a machine gun. So, I'd rather not have this happen, you know? What are we looking at back here? Unknown buttons, I see. It doesn't tell me anything. Unlocked. It's a control box, but what does it do? I don't have the slightest clue. This is flammable, right? Oh, there we go. Hello there. Is it down? Good thing our environmental suit was equipped already. Okay, now it's not killed properly. But unfortunately, we also blew up our emergency weapons for no gain whatsoever. But I do believe it takes 2 emergency weapons indeed to knock out one of those spider bots. Probably. Okay, so let's just see. Error. Okay, so 2 and 3 are an error, whatever that could be. So we have to fix the problem and then come back here to override the lockdown somewhere, I would suppose. I'm not quite sure how long this will last because that was evidently not supposed to happen. I guess then we just sprint for here and hope for the best. No problem, I see it, that's good. So what else are we looking at back here? We do have the key for that thankfully. Where we can also take a look for the cameras. I think it was Tano 01 and Omega 2A. So, there's of course a camera. Unsurprisingly, and a turret of course, unsurprisingly. This should really clean up the tunnels. Oh, of course, it's radioactivity. What else would it be? Generator room. Must be a source of the problem we're supposed to fix it, I see. A keypad, which, I'm not sure we have the combination to. Of course it isn't. I don't think I can spend for multi-tools and that shit here. I'm not sure how many bullets it would take to knock out one of those spider bots. And that would be multiples wide, including another laser tripwire. Or we could bypass the entire area by using 4 multi-tools on the generator room. It's the same thing, isn't it? If we have a TNT crate in here, we could blow it apart. Guess what we don't have in here is probably a TNT crate. This is radioactive. This is radioactive. This one is flammable, which probably doesn't work. These are corrosive, wild poison. Nope, doesn't do anything. These are just generic crates without any purpose. I don't think we can get anything from upstairs. But this evidently is not going to work. So we just use alarm here, look for the best. Of course, it went through the laser tripwire and triggered the alert anyhow. That's the about the result I expected here, frankly, because it's bouncy physics action now. I'm almost tempted to reload because of this bullshit here, frankly. Okay, so, well, great. Thanks for that game. Because I have so much control over this shit, right? Don't I? Yeah. Told you this fucking thing fires like a machine gun. Wasn't joking about that. It's just ridiculous. This will recover eventually. This game doesn't fall as a single goddamn bone, not a single one. There we go. I figured out finally the door on the other side doesn't open unless we were to press the button here and only the first button, which opens the first door. That's at least something, right? Don't step into the radioactive sludge, and of course these fucking robots, they also drained my entire suit as well as my entire bioenergy complement right now. Even better. Okay, at least we don't have to get through here because we cannot justify spending for multi-tools even though we have been saving these up for the entirety of the campaign. Isn't that a delight, right? Okay, it's not an easy game, of course. Hazard, yes. Radioactivity, which means, maintenance access, which will be Loctite. 5 lockpicks, infinite everything else. This is unlocked though. There's something. And we also hotkey some flares by chance, because we have no buy energy remaining. I should hope there's at least a medical robot in here someplace, or at least then, yeah, one of those recharging robots. Okay, ventilation fan of some type, otherwise it's extremely dark in here. We only have a limited number of flares, that's also a thing, right? Oh, I hear my life ticking away, and it's also completely flooded. Not sure why we want to go that way then. Never mind. So it's either radioactivity, or we're going for a swim into the nuclear reactor or the spent fuel pod. Okay, but we have to fix power somehow. So, are we going for a swim through the reactor here? Because it seems like an improbability of getting through here. Maintenance needs to be exactly. We don't have 5 lockpicks. We cannot blow it open because it's infinite strength, you know? And of course, we still have to fix 2 additional, yeah, circuits someplace. Okay, so this has been ruled out already. So, I think we are officially stuck because once again, we cannot swim. We don't have anything else we could use here. And this seems like a one-way drop into radioactive water by chance. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, at least not the entire room is flooded, which is a start. That looks like a nuclear reactor to me. For the body, of course, no item, not a single item. What was that? Oh, what? No way. Anything else maybe in here? We cannot go for a deep dive because we are terrible swimmer incidentally. Flooded something. No idea what it could be. Great. Yeah, one bite that was immediately torn apart here. Get your fucking fat ass over here. Trying to evade me. Of course, they also hit like a truck, as you can tell. So, where's the other one? Der Schiff was another one, right? Yeah, there it is. It's even larger than the other type because there's a small one and a big one. So, none of our weapons actually work underwater except for the sword and mini weapons in general. So, okay, that would explain why I was insta-killed. Yeah, by the way, I also noticed that the sword in the original release of the game has a rating of 100 base damage. And we have, even for upgrades, at the moment we're looking at 46. Yeah, this is one of the larger ones. And everything will be pitch black dark once this flare runs out. Yeah, we can't even stand on this pipe to shoot at this thing, right? Probably not. Yeah, okay. I don't think I can shoot him from back here, right? Nope, doesn't work underwater. So we may be completely stuck there because the radioactivity will kill us if we go for the tunnel. If we go for here, we will be killed by this thing, presumably. Okay, it did die. Did die, but how are we going for a swim? Because if we swing our knife like a madman, because we have to, then we also use up stamina because oxygen is shared with stamina if we're underwater. Well, at least we brought some medkits, I guess. Oh, 2 health points. Really? Okay. Goodie then. So what are we doing now? First things first, we throw another flare and hope that we can see something. Oh, great. Well, it's great, sort of, but it's also very large. That was the last time we saw a rebreather, by the way, as a reminder. Must have been like ages ago. Okay, our flare fell into the nuclear reactor. Sure, why not? If only we had some bioenergy. What is that? There's indeed no idea whatsoever. Try to throw flare inside, maybe. Of course, we're out of flares. And this is completely flooded, so unless we can activate some valve someplace, and this was a one-way drop for us, wasn't it? Just come to think of it. Why must there be so strangely with supplies of all types here, BD? Like, seriously. Okay, so, why then? We may be officially stuck now, because with our supplies and our JC, we cannot get past any of these obstacles, I see. Maybe. But if I have to resort to God mode just to sprint for the tunnel, I may have to do this, but hopefully not. Yeah, how long can we swim? We can hear our torso if it comes down to that, but I'm not quite sure how long this tunnel is, that's a problem. Are we going to pick up that lore by chance? It's very large, we'll have to leave something behind. Light amplification, yes, I do get that. This thing is completely useless, so just get rid of it. Yeah, this drains some energy automatically, of course, and the supply is extremely limited, as you would think. Like, super limited. What else can we get rid of? The lore is like this large, isn't it? But I guess not super essential right now. Staying alive is probably more important. Yeah, I think we are completely screwed over already. I think we are. So goody. Okay, we can do what exactly? Let me guess, it leads into the hallway with the keypad, right? I think. So that was a complete waste because that's exactly where we are right now. And down there we need a keypad to swim even further underwater. So I think we may be officially stuck now, friends. I think we may be officially stuck now. So going into the flooded room was a complete trap, unsurprisingly. Yeah, there goes all of our lockpicks. Hopefully it's worth the effort because we cannot go for a swim, it's suicidal. We cannot go past here because it's suicidal. So hopefully this gives us what we need. Are you telling me we used 5 lockpicks to find 5 bullets? Really? Are you quite real with that game? I should hope not. That's what I thought here. Okay, so we can maybe avoid this area for now. And as a reminder, we only had 5 lockpicks. The store has infinite strength. We don't have a key for that. So, good luck with that, player, says the game developers. Or the mod developers. I'm not quite sure if it was so difficult in the original release of the game, but I really wouldn't be surprised. Then again, maybe there's something else of interest up here. I mean, that game leaves me completely speechless. I'm sorry. So going for a swim doesn't work. I'm sorry. It's a complete death trap. It simply isn't happening. And why is this place in such a terrible shape? I mean, seriously, what is supposed to do if we don't have 5 lockpicks and we didn't even find any lockpicks in the main building? Did we do? And the door has infinite strength. We don't have a key for that. And if you go for a swim, you can retrieve a rocket launcher and then what? You're not getting out of here again, are you though? You have to go for a swim and then you have to pop out the other side with the flooded passageway as we saw. Good luck with that, because we have to find some monstrosities along the way as well. And as a reminder, this version stamina, which didn't exist in the original release of the game, is also shared with oxygen supply when you're underwater. And even though we are an expert melee character right now, we still drained tons of stamina just fighting for our life. More ways than one. And yeah, okay, so I suppose we could proceed, but only because we happen to have 5 lockpicks. And in this version, lockpicks as well as multi-tools are in ridiculously short supply. So what gives I guess? Okay, can we at least retrieve that key without burning ourselves with radioactive sludge? I think that's the keypad. This guy has unknown equipment. Hopefully not the key we need. Because otherwise... Do we hear that fucking noise? Because I certainly do. So, we're out of MP grenades. So what can I do here? Nothing. Hopefully our armor pistol will be good enough. But these people will immediately zap me to pieces. And there's at least 2 of them back here. How is that sensible once again? How is any of that sensible? How many armor pistol bullets do I have remaining? 3. Okay, goody. Excellent. I really love the game balance in this mod here, especially in the later missions. It's not like it's unreasonable or anything. Right, there's this third one on the roof here. This must be the scientist that is patched, I think. So, okay, maybe we can avoid these for now. And I'm not sure what they're controlling, if anything. But 2 bullets, 3 bullets isn't good enough for this here, I'm thinking. Probably not. But what else can we do? Retrieve the rocket launcher, but it's a one-way affair for us because we cannot swim. So we either take out at least the one robot or we perish. Take a pick here. Failed miserably, of course. Regular bullets don't do anything against robots, I think. Very little. Okay, so it did work after all. These things, they cannot climb ladders, but they can scale these walls, so they should be able to. Alright, there goes most of our pistol ammo. Yeah, can we even drop down from back here? I sure hope so. Nope, cannot make it happen. Are they telling us we have to come through here? The answer is yes, I would assume. Goody, so what are we doing about our friends down below without EMP grenades? That's the thing we need to be asking ourselves, because I tried once here, and of course they're rapid fire with their zappy guns. It's ridiculous. So we have to deal with them in some other fashion. I'm not quite sure this wouldn't do any damage against them because they're too far away. Probably right, and there's only one way to take because over here we cannot drop down, it's impossible. Oh goody. This is an ordinary barrel. And of course, ideally we want to pump out some flood water from the reactor, don't we? Oh, lovely mod tripwires immediately. So that means, oh, of course, some mines. Oh, great. They could have been useful against these robots, but guess what? The fucking mine is back here in the absolute darkness where I cannot see it. Oh, great. Yeah, so I have some questions about the game balance in this particular version of the game. It really is very peculiar. Of course, I have no bioenergy reserves. Hopefully, breaking these crates not a mistake. These will give us 2 medkits for our trouble. So we have to hope that these things go boom. We have no bioenergy to squeeze for here, of course. And this goes all the way to the ceiling. And if the alert is activated, what will happen? More spider bots, I think. I mean, I can't even use my light source because I have no bioenergy, so I cannot see that fucking mine back here. Could have been useful against these robots, wouldn't you think? Weiter, we have to hope that these things will be damaged by the explosion, which probably isn't going to happen. Is there anything down below we want to retrieve for that matter? Yeah, that's not going to damage them, I can already tell. General supply crate, whatever that could be. I used the one EMP grenade too many because it was off target, wasn't it? Earlier. every single medkit, every single lockpick, every single multi-tool, doesn't matter what it is, every single little bit is absolutely super essential. You make the slightest mistake, you screw yourselves over later on in the campaign without realizing or knowing for that matter. The difficulty is just completely outlandish here. That's not going to make any dent in that thing, it's too far away, I just know it. We can attract them over here, we get zapped in return, which we don't want to have happen, of course. Okay, whatever. And maybe Darts can set them off, because they are not useful for much else here anyhow. Yeah, I mean, I cannot attract them, right? I cannot throw anything, so... I don't think robots even care about that, by the way, so... They only care about visuals on the player, and only the player. I told you nothing would happen. Of course, Darts don't work against these things, right? So is there anything else in terms of armor piece that we could use? Yeah, the shotgun. But the rapid fire, the stupid zappers like machine guns as well, right? I just cannot do it, I think. Maybe, but they are slightly damaged, but was they also hardened? Oh! I'll be damned, it does work. But my complaint still stands because... Look at how much damage we're taking! It's ridiculous! There is no game balance in this mod, essentially. Nothing. As soon as I have line of sight on that thing, it will have line of sight on me. They probably missed, I would think. It's a sort of shotgun and we're shooting some bow shells out of this thing. I don't think it's going to be super accurate. Okay, it's damaged at least. Wow! Wow! We can do it after all! Must have been our little adventure here, right? Aha! I'm frustrated, but I'm also amused at the same time. It's strange how this works. Oh wow, one lockpick. Now we have one lockpick. Fantastic. Is it going to do anything? Let me guess. Yeah, 4 lockpicks just to get through this fucking area. You cannot make up shit like this, really. Okay, maybe we can get through that window. If it wasn't for the problem that we blew up all the crates, or most of them, really. Okay, that's way too far away to jump, and we cannot push that thing, right? Oh, of course, it's a radioactive barrel right next door. That also be the case. That's not going to happen. Can I push that thing, right? Can we do? Nope, it's too heavy. This may work, assuming we don't destroy the wooden crate by accident. Or get roasted alive with radioactivity. Because all of our biosuits have been absolutely utterly drained by these fucking robots. So. Okay, now maybe it's doable, but I don't think so, right? Okay, there's a panel. We need to use that panel. So we need one additional item up here. Like the push card for starters. That could work. If only we could set it down, like, you know, straight down. Of course, you cannot. Oh, goody. Not quite, almost. Oh, there we go. We can make it happen after all. It's amazing. Let's just hope that some of these controls actually do work. Alright, or this is only control the lift, in which case there's little importance to this after all. So, this doesn't open because it's not mankind divided, I see. And, BD, that's the entire reason to come back here. Why are there laser tripwise around this area then? I don't understand that. Just in case you cannot do the jumping puzzle or you don't have 4 lockpicks, I think it's the deal here. I don't understand that, frankly. It's a little bit strange, to be honest, but then again, we did manage. Although I'm not quite sure if it was really worth the effort, because you can access these crates in some other fashion, no problem. Okay, there's a flamethrower, right? We can store it. It's an insta-kill against me, but it's probably not an insta-kill against the enemies. I'm not quite sure if it even do any damage, come to think of it, because all these people, of course, they have 100% protection. Come to think of it again. Yeah, okay, we're not getting through here. Why then? Just putting some crates up and down. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. So, okay, now we can proceed at least, which is something. Ah, that would be the reason why. Otherwise, it's not traversable, because there's no ladder on this side, I see. Okay, so Spider-Bot has been dealt with. Otherwise, we're completely out of pistol ammo. At least we saved up some more rounds for the entirety of the campaign. As a reminder, for the entirety of the campaign. Just for this year. Even though we didn't know. So I am hoping the scientist has the key we need. No, we have a fucking multi-tool back here. There's the key door by chance. Oh, what a delight. Advancement bonus war, it's better be worth it here, frankly. Storage room. Maybe later, because we could use it for some other purpose, I think. Just in case we screw us over accidentally without realizing. Of course, there's no power to the elevator. Okay. Watch your step. Yeah, it's always a good idea. So, well, we didn't reactivate the generator because it was flooded in multiple levels. So there was no opportunity for us to get anything done. And this leads where exactly? Do we know? Into the control room, I think. Maybe? Where are we? Oh, let me guess. It's the room we saw from the other side by chance. Yeah, from back here, right? You've been suffering. You have no idea. Icarus here. Okay, but I'm not done here yet. I want some supplies if you don't mind. I think Icarus can wait a little bit, can he not? Hopefully so. Doesn't sound like we are loaded here, wouldn't you think? By the combat music. Okay, great. Battery. Oh, this is the first time we've seen these things, by the way. That's a bit odd. It's a pretty chunky battery. Interesting. Interesting indeed. If only you had some energy to actually see something around here. Just come to think of it. Lots of batteries in here, and unsurprisingly, that would explain the combat music. Yeah, I'm not falling for that game. Forget about this. Okay, I'm not quite sure how hardened these things are against my assault rifle. The answer is probably pretty hardened. Okay, at least the one, probably multiples. This is a smaller variety. That's a start. You fucking idiot, JC. Okay, anything else? Are we going for yet another swim? I don't think it's well advised. If it bleeds, you can kill it. What? No way you can bite me from back here. What? Is it dead now? I don't think so. Is right, it's only the small variety as a reminder, but how was it able to bite me? That must have been a problem with the hitboxes. Otherwise, I don't see how it could make any sense whatsoever. Jesus Christ. Okay, is it finally all of them back here? I sure hope so. Well, let's just throw a little knife here, just in case. Alright, that's the lift in I see. One of the lifts. Okay, that means there's a power point here someplace, like underwater. Do we want to do this? I'm not sure. Is there a battery someplace? Because it... Oh, hello there. It may have been a one-way trip for us, otherwise. Alright then, frankly, I'm tired of playing around in this maze here that they call a storage area. Somehow we would have to drain water to activate the other lift and install the battery, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. And they also spawned some radioactive barrels on the other side, and this door requires 7 lockpicks, and that's never going to happen here, I'm sorry. So the only thing we found of interest was a freshly recharged hazmat suit in this corner. And if you take a look, see at the inventory management, well, ledger here on the wall, we do see an upgrade canister. Which I really do want, but we cannot get to it apparently, because it must be on the other side. Yeah, presumably. And we also cannot get to the other door, right, because we failed to restore power to this area properly. At least the lift now works. That's a start. And we also now have 9 medkits here, so they're gearing us up for something, I'm sure. But not pistol ammo. Yeah, we have no ammo remaining here, incidentally. And yeah, okay, we cracked open the crates, we found some medkits and some rifle ammo we don't need. And over here, there's a technician on the other side of the door, but we cannot get to him because there's no power to this door. Isn't that great? So we managed to get here after all without resorting to cheat codes or looking up a walkthrough, but it was not easy, was it though? It was only because we happened to have 5 lockpicks at this point in time. And that's not a guarantee. No, it certainly is not a guarantee. Otherwise, okay. These darts seem to be next to useless. Yeah, the regular darts, to be honest. Okay, then we make contact with Icarus, presumably, and also Gary Savage. He seemed to be impatient. And so am I after going for the tunnels here, or having to. And no wonder the door never opened wide. It was supposed to be locked tight. Okay, so we have the key now, by the way, as a reminder. Hopefully they didn't respawn any majestic troopers for us. Doesn't look the part. That's really something. I mean, think about it. The path we took here. The control center is right over here, and I was looking in vain for roof access because it doesn't exist. It's only with that key here. Vidi now? Hello there.
This is what we get for not having a militia.
Yeah, I agree with that, right? And these stupid TNT crates. Not another accident, please, if you wouldn't mind. Jesus Christ. Okay, open sesame. Finally. And Gary Savage apparently is waiting for us here somewhere. This was the only secure area during the assault, the one they didn't breach. Or so they claimed. I'm not taking anything for granted, to be honest. I'm just looking for the universal constructor someplace. Okay, I don't see him. What went down here? I think we should check out if we can even make this happen. Apparently we can. Hopefully it's more than just a generic email from Mr. Savage. Or Dr. Savage, I'm sorry. Fantastic. Something about the reactor is probably radioactive. Aha, I didn't get that, so I have to hack in here yet again. I think they were talking about us in some way. Also a genetic profile, something along these lines. And they were reading about exactly the same book as everyone else. Okay, whatever tickles their fancy. Did we by chance amass enough skill points to upgrade our rifle training already? Oh, actually we did, right? That's amazing. Okay, that could help immensely because we're all about shooty stuff apparently. Yeah, there we go. Okay, from Area 51, apparently this is where we were tank ruin. Apparently they need our profile to calibrate the universal constructor. So good thing we are here, not that wide, or perish in these tunnels. That's a very fancy photograph of... I'm not quite sure. New York skyline, presumably. I don't could mean anything, of course. Oh, down and up.
I cannot survive much longer. Help me acquire Milnet access. I must attack.
Really, I don't have to do it myself? There's Gary Savage when you need him the most. Oh, I can obviously see where this is going, right? Apparently we have to do everything ourselves and then some. Okay, this will be insta-kill, I can already tell, so unless we can turn off the power someplace, that's never going to happen. Really now? Okay, I suppose we can take a quick lap around here, there shouldn't be any troopers around, I'm hoping. This will be super Loctite, infinite everything of course, which means you don't have the key card, right? Of course not, this will be bulletproof glass, of course it will be. Of course it will be. What else would it be? It's always Loctite, no matter where we go. Do you see a medical robot anywhere or a recharge robot? I don't see anything. This looks slightly out of the ordinary. Can we use it maybe? Nope, of course not. So we have to go down below and play with the electricity. So I really have to do everything myself. Really now? I thought it was a safe retreat for Gary Savage and his colleagues, but apparently I was utterly mistaken in my belief. So there's yet another obstacle in our path. Maybe not. Okay, at least there's one person here we could talk to. I guess we should start with that. So they did manage to retreat at least a couple of people. That's something. These take up inventory space, unfortunately. So, and when was the last time we actually saw a stop worm? I cannot remember, frankly. Nothing interesting to read up here. Maybe JC? I can see where this is going. It will fit our profile. And who's that? That's Mr. Carter himself. That's been a long time, right, Mr.?
Mr. Carter.
Yep, they ran the old dog out.
You were dismissed?
All of us career types. They want cadets who've never been anywhere except UNATCO and the UNATCO Academy.
Yeah, probably conditioned, I see.
Time to come out here and lend a hand. I knew what Savage was up against. I just didn't want to admit it.
It's an honor to have you with us, sir.
All right, enough bawling our eyes out. We've got work to do.
Yeah, no joking, but maybe you can tell us something because it's been some time since we met, right?
Corrupted, but finally, I had to leave.
Better late than never.
I guess it's not surprising to find a few crooks in a place protected by security procedures. The shadow of secrecy. It protects indiscriminately. Let's shoot the breeze later.
Okay, I get the idea here, sir. He doesn't want to be called a general or retired general, of course. For scientists.
I'm Dr. Savage. Thank you. We were close to surrendering when you landed.
Against MJ12 is a bad idea. They don't take any prisoners.
I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati. He's developed a cure for the Grey Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it.
Everett contacted me just before the attack. Naturally, we'll manufacture the cure once the computer's back up and we get a containment unit for the UC.
How close are you to being operational?
My daughter's on an expedition to the Ocean Lab right now to find a schematic for the containment vessel. But Lord knows when the computer will be back up. It was damaged during the attack.
I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the Milnet.
Yes, he said something about an artificial intelligence. The Echelon system. Something called Icarus and Daedalus.
Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later.
Well, the main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Log in G Savage, password Tiffany. I'll open the doors. I would say it's too dangerous. A lot of damaged equipment and hot power lines up there. But until the computers are up, the UC's just a box of bolts. It won't be easy getting back there.
It won't be easy, he said. Of course it won't be. Alright, I'm a bit speechless here already because getting through the sewers was very difficult, especially in this mod pack, I would assume.
We lost nothing critical during the attack.
Except our sanity.
I'm surprised anything up there survived the explosion.
You haven't seen the tunnels yet, have you, though?
The main
research
terminal
robot,
is in the
amazing.
back, on the second level.
Majestic 12 will be back. We're close to having a UC and they know it.
Oh no, hopefully not because they're no shape right now.
I would be careful about trusting the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's something we have been hearing multiple times already. I agree with that actually. Okay, so candy bar. Okay, pepper gun. When was the last time we saw one of those? Of course, everyone needs their NSN device. is there some juice now so I can actually see something? Okay, terminal is on the far side of the room. I think that was implied at least, right? I don't think they were talking about the other mainframe because it doesn't use a keypad, right? I think. No, it uses another way of gaining entry, which we don't have right now. But it could be important that the owner would figure. It's probably not here just for coincidence. Of who is using rear-to-rear tapes in the year 2052? I'm not sure. We did see a control panel that controls something, and this is of course also bulletproof glass. So how we're getting through here? The answer is probably don't, unless we can do something about that sparky stuff. I'd like to think I'm pretty observant, but sometimes I don't really see a way to proceed here immediately, which is probably the idea, wouldn't you think? There was a control panel on the wall with infinite everything, and also a terminal which is on the far side of the room. It wasn't implied here. I'm not quite so certain about this. The main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Did I see a terminal over here? The only thing I saw was the locked door here. Not a terminal anywhere to be found. Top of the stairs. I think he means the top of the stairs in the other room, right, with the mainframe or whatever. Because there is no terminal in here. Nothing. Unless you're talking about this area. There's something up here. What is that? Oh, cigarettes, really. And it looks like a multi-tool. So it cannot be that essential, possibly, right? At least I hope so. So they must be talking about the other room then. No, unfortunately not. Right, would be too easy. Even though it does stand out, theoretically. Even the hazmat suit won't protect us in there. Together with our environmental ability.
We lost nothing critical during the attack.
Should probably not mess with equipment we don't understand, but apparently we're doing everything now.
We lost nothing critical during the attack.
Yeah, this thing here, right? It's infinite everything, and then we can follow maybe the wires and see where they lead to. I'm not so sure.
I would be careful about trusting the Illuminati.
I don't think we can get back there easily, right? I think they must be telling us to move through that goddamn room, right? Probably. Okay, so the hazmat suit is fully charged. I think we leave it that way because the robot is only one charge remaining and it will never recharge on its own. Yeah, okay. How are we going to do this? Where's the power being controlled from? Here's the terminal. It's up here. This would probably turn off power, I would figure, right? It's 73 feet away. So let's just say like 50 meters. Going by the rate of the sparking and here thinking back to the early stages of the campaign, I think it will be an insta-kill for us. But I just don't see any other equipment in here that could be of asset right now. I'm not talking about the camera, evidently. Maybe this could work. Although it would look mighty stupid here for the scientists. Yes, JC, we need to jump over here. Please. Thank you. Hopefully it's not at that end, but maybe we can try that. Is it not a universal constructor? It looks the part really, even though it's a much smaller thing. Yeah, we are someplace now. And this is bulletproof glass, right? Wouldn't you think? So we can't even get through here. Interesting, we can at least move up here, but for no particular reason I see. And Mr. Carter is just staring at me in disbelief. This is probably bulletproof glass. What else would it be, right? Even if it isn't, it sparks directly in here. So. I will certainly scratching up the paint and also the glass itself, what we're getting for here, because unsurprisingly it's bulletproof glass. What else would it be? Really, how we're going to do this, because we cannot put the crate in front of us, right? Maybe we can. A wooden crate, ideally. Do you have any wooden crates around here by chance?
We'll be back. We're close to having a UC, and they know it.
This is not a crate, it's also metal, but I think we already destroyed all the wooden crates, didn't we? Probably. Right. I don't think that's going to work. And despite the hazmat suit, it will probably insta-kill me anyhow.
Just bring up the system for Savage. I'll route Daedalus through your info link. Don't worry, there's very little risk.
Little risk, he said. Looking at his room, I beg to differ. The housing is probably also electrified, I would think. So maybe we didn't need the pushcart after all. But it does disable the sparky stuff here. Probably that button. Yeah. Okay, it sparks right for the pushcart, doesn't it? I think it does. Maybe not. Huh. I'd be damned, but we can actually move something in here. Okay. Well, if we want to get some cigarettes, there we go. It's only a small detour. Why is it infinite everything? I'm not sure. Just to make sure we have to find the key, I guess. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, wow, one more detour. But not exactly essential. Sometimes these do blow up if you use a TNT crate or anything in between. Nothing in terms of control equipment up here, unfortunately so. Yeah, okay. Anything for the ceiling? Not really. And this one doesn't budge. Of course it doesn't. Maybe a TNT crate would do the trick for us and what's on the far side. Can I see that again, please? Aha. I think we're looking at this device, don't we? Interesting. There must be another purpose to this, but if there is, I cannot see it right now. Maybe the TNT crate angle could work, but where's the next TNT crate? Because I don't remember. I don't think we can move them through door. Ah! There's a TNT crate right outside, isn't there? As long as it doesn't blow up, of course. This thing here, to be specific. This could do a trick for us. Assuming we still have it in our hands, and also assuming it doesn't blow up when we set it down. Very carefully, but it will blow up regardless, I think. Mr. Savage will be angry about this, but then again, what can we do? Don't blow up in our face, maybe? Okay, this time didn't blow up. Why? I have no idea. So I just stand back here and hope for the best. It should hopefully blow apart the fan. What? Okay, whatever. So, sometimes we can think with our brains. Isn't that amazing? There we go. I was supposed to tackle the situation in this way. I'm not sure, but it does work evidently. Can't really complain about this, can we though? There's something about the terminal on the top floor, which is probably the thing we're looking at right now. Good idea, sirs. But we still have no access to the computer, do we too? So where is it? Oh no. Oh. Great. It still doesn't solve any of our problems, right? This terminal, presumably, is a Weise. Whatever. Let's just, put this here. Okay, did work, I think, right? Because we somehow managed to avoid the sparky stuff here. Interestingly enough. Fantastic, right? So what was the password again? Because there was lots of action in between here. More just a small assault force, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Tiffany Savage, his daughter, presumably. Yeah, it was good to see him again. Oh, the sparking has stopped behind us, because time doesn't stop when we're doing this. That's something. Excellent. Hopefully we have saved the Daedalus for now.
I am. I'm losing Daedalus. Yes. Hold on, something's
Terribly wrong, right?
The Aquinas protocol. I was listening to Daedalus all along, waiting.
The AIs seem to be merging.
And I have another surprise, Denton. Find Savage in the control room. I have an announcement.
Are we taking orders from you now, Mr. Page? Party we do. Oh goody. Oh goody indeed. And this panel over there controls what exactly? Nothing. Any longer at least. For goody. Need surprises all along here for everyone involved. That's exactly how we like it. I think it could still have been doable with the push cards, who knows?
Something went wrong, JC.
Ah, yeah?
Into it.
Oh, you better do that, sir.
Dr. Savage. We're expecting a communication from Bob Page.
Are we looking forward to that? There's an NSN device downstairs, of course.
Dr. Savage.
Yes, okay.
We're
I get it
expecting
now.
a communication from Bob Page.
Excellent. We're all here.
Like a small little family, aren't we?
Any demands, Page.
On the contrary, my mission
It's a
might
big
have
mouth,
failed,
yes,
but
sir.
so did yours. I captured your daughter an hour ago.
Tiffany.
She's been quite forthcoming. So you were hoping to find a containment unit in the ocean lab?
I demand to see my daughter immediately.
Well, like you, we lack certain components of a universal constructor. The reaction modules you stole when you left Area 51 to go into business for yourself.
Don't negotiate.
Oh yes, Mr. Denton. I wanted you here for a reason. Look at me. You interfere in any way, I will kill that young woman. I mean it. I want those components, Savage. You will bring them to the abandoned gas station west of Vandenberg in exactly 1 hour.
You hurt my daughter, and I swear to God.
Bring me the reaction modules.
I have no idea what it could be. Yes, Mr. Savage? Dr. Savage? Yes, I know it's an awkward
I don't think
situation.
we have a
There we
choice.
go.
I should have never let her go.
Page will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC.
I know. But I can't let them kill Tiffany.
Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her.
That's too risky.
We don't have a choice. Trust me. She'll be fine.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Yes, we've got to try it. Just don't let anything happen to her. Mr. Denton. Thank you. Here's a photograph so that you can identify her.
Okay, then I do believe that's all we can do for today, but once again I have to wonder how you're going to play through this patch pack if you don't save up every single lockpick and every single multi-tool as much as possible, because there were 3 routes available for us to take down there in the tunnels, and 2 of them were suicidal for our JC, which of course we cannot know if we play this blind, you know, and also screw ourselves over hours ago before realizing, which was certainly a thing that could happen in these older titles. Maybe not the vanilla version of Deus Ex as much, but certainly this patch pack here. And as a reminder, we're playing on the second lowest difficulty level, and now we have to rescue the doctor's daughter from Majestic 12 troopers. But we tackle these problems in the next episode, because for now I think I'm done for today, right? Okay, otherwise there's nothing else to say except to wish you a good day, of course.